Hey Bickies, how's it going? It's Tara from Biscuit. You're listening to the Biscuit Box live every Wednesday at 11 o'clock, and I'm bang on time. Result, woohoo. Note my woohoo wasn't a woohoo. I'm knackered today, as they say. I hope you're not as tired as me. So if I just fall asleep in the middle of this live, please bear with me. The baby was up a lot last night. Will he ever sleep through the night? Ever? Please tell me he will, somebody. Anyway, that's not for here nor there, as my mum used to say. I hope you're good wherever you are, and today I want to talk to you about something. Well, obviously, that's why I'm here. Like, I'd hardly just sing you a song, even though we could organize that. Anyway, I want to talk to you about motivation, right? And this comes up a lot, and I struggle with this as well. I think everybody does. So we're going to talk about instant motivation. Like, how can we crank that motivation up again? Because we all have it and we all have experienced it, but it kind of goes in and out, doesn't it? Like we taste it, we feel it, we breathe it, like we're on a roll, and then something happens. We go on a holiday, we go on the piss, wishful thinking. You're up all night with your child and you've had a crap week and all life happens, right? But you lose your mojo, you lose that motivation. How can we get that back? So let's dive in right now. Motivation. As I said on the intro, we've all had it, obviously. Like, you're motivated to create work, you're motivated to go to the gym, you're motivated to, get up in the morning. But we've all felt what it's like to lose that mojo, to not have it. And it's something I think we chase a lot because we've all tasted it. And I think it's a conversation to highlight on how we can actually bring it into our mindset and our routine to generate that mojo back, to make friends with it, to party with your mojo, like to love your mojo, but where's it gone? Let's find it again. So I believe that doing things in life and in business that directly makes you stronger. And this can be physically, we all know, going to the gym, exercising, even walking, doing yoga, like whatever it is that makes your body feel stronger is always a plus. Like, we know that, right? Emotionally and spiritually as well. So all these elements of what makes you a human person walking around the place needs strength. It needs to be nurtured and it needs to be given its place in your day, in your mind, and not to forget about strength, because in my book, strength is where it's at. Strength to deal with bad things, to deal with good things. And I think it's important that we talk about strength. So how do we, bring that strength, or even look at strength with motivation? I think if we keep doing easy things around our business or our life in the same breath, because it all impacts each other, if we keep defaulting to the comfort zone, to the easy stuff because it's easy, that's not bringing you any strength. Now, I'm not saying in any way, make your life really hard. Do all the hard things. I'm not saying that. I'm a big advocate for working smarter, not harder. But if you keep doing the easy things, you're not challenging yourself, which impacts your mindset around your capability. And I'm going to give you an example of this. Something came up in my business a couple of weeks ago, and it made sense to my business. It was an obvious thing I should do for my community and for my business, but it wasn't the thing I normally did. Like, it was out of my comfort zone. It was having a conversation with somebody I've never talked to with before, asking them for something. And I'm not used to that. And I'm not, it kind of, it's a salesy thing. It's a give me something for this thing. And it filled me with, that conversation that you're avoiding, that you put on the long finger, that is beneficial and that you should do, but it makes you feel crap, right? Because you're not used to it. It's not something that you normally do. So I decided, okay, I'm going to challenge myself. Just do it. It was the one thing in that week that made me feel meh, right? And I said, okay, I'm just going to do it. Pick up the phone, have that conversation. And it was hard. I didn't enjoy the conversation. Not that I was asking him to do anything weird or, it was pretty normal when I think about it. But it's mad how you build something up in your head going, oh no, I don't want to ask. And what if they say no? And what if, you go through all these scenarios in your head, right? But I decided, no, first thing in the morning, pick up the phone, make the conversation, just do it. Do the challenging thing. And no, I didn't enjoy it. And afterwards, it felt good because the reaction wasn't what I had envisioned in my imagination of, what are you asking me that for? Of course it wasn't. But it made me feel, that went well. And yeah, it does make sense for both of us and for what the purpose of it was. But the important thing in this story is that it motivated me to pick up the phone again and ring the other person that would make an impact of what I was bringing to the table and make that conversation. And what I was, and I realized what was challenging me was this. Hello, because I do everything via email, via text, via, video, and I'm not used to picking up the phone, having a conversation. Maybe that was the challenge for me. So this breaking through that block made me more motivated to do it again. So as you can see, it's the small little things, the things that aren't really easy to you, the things that you kind of run away from. If you challenge yourself and make that call, send that email, publish that blog post, book that podcast, apply for that award, launch your product, show off, turn up, that, even if it's one thing that you do this week, that will make you stronger. It'll make you more motivated. So I want you to ask yourself something. I want you to ask yourself two things. In the last 6 months, what have you done in your life or business? And this could be personally as well, like going to the gym, taking a yoga class. Was there anything that you were pushing off and you decided, no, I'm going to do it. I want to feel stronger in my body because it's going to impact me. It's going to make my life better. Joining a mastermind, what is it? What makes you fearful? What's the challenge? And instead of always putting it off, identify that thing, the one thing that will make your life better, and do it. Don't think of all the things that will make your life better. Just pick one thing that you can say to yourself, if I do this week, I know it'll have an impact on how I feel about myself. And this is the important takeaway from today, gang. It's not the outcome of your telephone conversation that you have or going to that yoga class. It's not really the outcome that is the important bit. It's the person you become when you do choose to pick up that phone for that reason. It's the person you're becoming. It's that stronger person you're becoming. That's the important thing. And as I said on the outset, strength, it's where it's at. It's allowing yourself that strength to stay motivated. So back to the two questions. In the last 6 months, what is the thing that you've done in your life or business that you know has made a positive impact on your life? That perhaps you've lost it, that you've forgotten about it, you got distracted with it, but you can zone into it going, yeah, those weekly live streams that I had been doing on my Instagram stories or my Facebook or whatever, for example, that felt good. I felt motivated. I could see the feedback coming in, but I've stopped them. Okay, I know what it is I have to do, and I'm going to do it today. This week, I'm going to go into that, and I'm going to do that this week. But just do one thing. Find that one thing and know that it will bring you happiness. It will bring you that benefit, and it will make you stronger. And when you get stronger, you feel more motivated to do the next thing, whether it is, I'm going to do the next class. My body felt stronger. I feel better in my head. I'm going to do the next thing. Strength is what gives you that motivation. So nail that, understand that, and identify just one thing. That's all you have to think about. One thing. Okay, any questions? Shoot me in the comments. Find that one thing, gang, and just build that strength around yourself and stay motivated and get your motivation back, but know what that is. So that's nearly a little exercise for you this week. Okay, I'm going to go and make a few phone calls. I'm not used to it, but it's, it's something quite different. Do you still use the phone? Like, I was so challenged with that. It's funny, isn't it, when you actually start thinking about the stuff that is challenging you. Okay, I hope that helps. Stay strong, stay smart, keep creative, and I'll talk to you next week.